Hello and welcome to Tech Lightning. Boy, do I have an exciting episode for you today. In this video, we're going to explore the concept between a northbound and a southbound hub. So just by paying attention for a couple of minutes here, you will be able to go into the meeting with the networking gurus and perfectly understand what they're going to say. This topic is very important, especially if you're going to deploy a next generation firewall. So let's get started. Here we go. Terminology. We will mainly focus on these two parts. Northbound Hub. This is the hub which handles traffic coming from the internet. Southbound Hub. This handles lateral traffic between the spokes, traffic in and out of the corporate network, and outgoing traffic to the internet. Let's look at the setup. So, use your imagination and pretend that we're looking at the Azure cloud. For all I care, you may even imagine AWS or GCP. The information I'm about to tell you here is applicable everywhere. This is our cloud environment, and up here is the big, scary internet. Down here, that's our safe and lovely corporate environment. We will be focusing on what's happening in the middle of these things right here. Within the cloud environment, we will look closely at the hub and spoke model. Here we have the hub and several spokes connected to this hub. For communication to flow from one spoke to another, it has to go through the hub. A spoke can be defined as an isolated network environment which contains a collection of one or more network subnets from which typical workloads can be installed and run from. A common use case is a spoke which contains several virtual servers which then hosts an application stack, such as a web application and a database. Now, if spoke 1 wants to communicate with spoke 4, it first goes through the hub and the communication then reaches spoke 4. As you can see, we're utilizing two hubs in this environment. One of these hubs is designated just to receive traffic from the big and scary public internet. That's what we call the Northbound Hub. Requests coming from the internet hits the Northbound Hub, who will have a next generation firewall. Provided the traffic is legit, it will then be passed on to the respective spoke. The other hub is called the Southbound Hub. As we mentioned, this handles traffic between other spokes. It handles traffic coming from the corporate network, and it also does outgoing traffic to the public internet. Spokes. Segmentation is achieved by placing the resources in different spokes and enforcing security controls on traffic entering and exiting a spoke. To explain it more in detail, we have three different types of spokes. We have an internet-facing only spoke. They are connected to the Northbound Hub and only accessible through incoming traffic from the internet. Usually a web server or application which is publicly accessible. Communication to other spokes are blocked. Then we have the private-facing only spokes, such as this one in the drawing. They are only connected to the Southbound Hub and not accessible from the internet. They are accessible from the corporate network and optionally from other spokes connected to the same hub. Any kind of server or application which is not allowed to have traffic from the internet should be placed here. Last but not least, we have combined spokes. They are suitable for servers which are reachable from the internet, but which also require backend access to other spokes or to the corporate network. This can be, for example, a web server which is reachable from the internet but also needs access to a backend database. I'm sure you found this talk very useful. You're now armed with some specific knowledge, making you able to go with full confidence into your meeting and discuss with all the technical people when they talk about northbound and southbound hubs. Should they start mentioning other topics, such as microsegmentation or other things you do not understand, deflect those questions. Stay tuned to this channel because I will show these concepts, and in the near future you will be armed with that knowledge as well. Until next time, wish you good luck and see you.